Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Jeff Cumro. Today I want to talk about a sensitive subject. We're going to talk about medications. And a lot of people take that I am anti-medication just from A, my profession, and B, the things that we've talked about on here. But I'm not anti-medication. What I am is for more responsible use of medication. And the responsibility lies in multiple areas here. There are doctors out there that just give a ton of prescriptions. No matter what, somebody comes in, they're going to get a prescription. That's not responsible. But there are also patients out there that are irresponsible with medications as well. I'm talking about those that take, way more than the recommended dose on Tylenol and Advil and different things like that that are over the counter. They look at them as not being dangerous, but they are. They're still a medication. That's irresponsible. But the biggest thing I want to look at here is when we look for a quick fix, when we look to medication, when we look to surgery, when we look to things like that right away without trying something conservative, that in my mind is irresponsible. And let me tell you why. So, in a situation like that, somebody is not really looking to improve their health. They're looking to get rid of their problem. They want to dump that problem. And it's kind of like a kid that goes out and spends all their money and then says, hey, mom and dad, I need more money. What'd you spend it on? Comic books and candy. Okay, well, here's more money anyway. It's not real responsible, and they're not going to develop that responsibility because they have a way to bail them out. We have to look at our health as what we can do to actually change the health. We have to actually look to improve our health because medication just covers up a problem. It doesn't necessarily even get rid of disease. It just covers up a problem. And some of you are going to argue that antibiotics do cure disease, and that can be the case in some instances. But there are also other instances, like strep throat, for example. Strep throat, if you use the wrong types of antibiotics, it can just peel off the cell layer, and with that, the infection can still persist inside of you. Now, if they do a swab inside your throat, it doesn't show up as positive. But there are blood titers that you can look at and find the strep underneath. Weird, right? It doesn't necessarily get rid of the disease. It covers it up. The other thing you have to be careful of with antibiotics is when you take these antibiotics, it changes the gut flora, the bacteria that help you, the ones that help break down food, the ones that help you absorb nutrients, things like that. Those are beneficial and you need those. It kills off those too. So my analogy on this is if you have a nice thick yard, you don't have as many weeds, right? But as soon as you start getting little patchy spots in there, those weeds start popping up and pretty soon you have a full yard of weeds. Same thing in your gut. When you use antibiotics, it kills off some of those bacteria. It allows the bad bacteria to get in there, they start growing, and you can have other infections. It decreases your absorption rate, it decreases some of the neurotransmitter production, different things like that. So there are a lot of other things that come into this. And again, if I have strep throat, I'm going to go get an antibiotic because it can lead to bigger ramifications. But we have to make sure that we are actually addressing our health and not the issues that are plaguing us right now. If you've got pain, it doesn't mean you need a surgery. It means you need to change some different things. If you've got some sort of chronic disease, it doesn't mean you need a medication. It means you need to change some things. Yeah, medication might be necessary in those situations, but we've got to make changes because if we don't make changes, we don't change our health. We're just covering up the issue, and we can't continue to do that. I get frustrated looking at the health of America, and this is the reason that we have the problem, is we're looking just to cover things up. We're not looking to address the actual health issues. As soon as we start focusing on health, our health will start to change. But as long as we're focused on disease and just covering up the symptoms, we're not ever going to see that change. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Feel free to share this with anybody you think it will help. Please take care. I'll talk to you later.